Good evening, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to the Education Partnership's 7th Annual Teacher Appreciation Awards. My name is Carrie Brown, and I'm honored to celebrate tonight's 21 finalists and their loved ones. This year, a record 200 nominations were submitted, nearly 8,000 votes were cast to select the winners of the 2026 Teacher Appreciation Awards. Tonight is about celebrating the extraordinary educators who show up every single day for their students, their schools, and their communities. It is about recognizing the teachers who inspire curiosity, create safe spaces, encourage confidence, and remind children that they are capable of achieving incredible things. I have had the privilege of serving the Education Partnership Board of Directors for the past 8 years, including the honor of serving as the board chair for the last 4. I have had a front row seat to the incredible impact the organization has on our schools and communities. I have seen firsthand the dedication of educators who continue to show up for our students despite growing challenges and limited resources. That experience has only deepened my respect and admiration for the work teachers do every single day. At the Education Partnership, we believe that the basics are a big deal. Through our Teacher Resource Center, our STEAM Hub, and Adopt-a-School programs, we work every day to ensure students and teachers across southwestern Pennsylvania have the tools they need to succeed. This year alone, the Education Partnership is serving more than 80,000 students, 12,000 teachers, 210 schools, and 84 Head Start classrooms across 8 counties throughout our region. But tonight is about more than supplies. It's about the people who turn classrooms into places of possibility. Last summer, I attended this very award ceremony for the first time. I was overwhelmed by the pride and passion that was displayed by both the staff of TEP and the teachers who were there to be honored. That night gave me a deeper appreciation of the impact TEP's work really has on the teachers and students we serve. Their impact is more than a pen or a pencil. This evening, we honor 21 exceptional finalists whose dedication goes far beyond lesson plans and classroom walls. These educators stay late, arrive early, sacrifice weekends, support students through challenges, celebrate victories big and small, and pour their hearts into the work they do. They are leaders in their schools, champions for their students, and pillars within their communities. And while only a few names will be called as award recipients tonight, every finalist here represents the very best of education. They remind us that teaching is not simply a profession. Teaching is a calling rooted in deep compassion, resilience, patience, and hope. To our finalists, thank you for believing in your students. Thank you for creating classrooms where children feel safe, valued, and inspired to dream bigger. The impact you make cannot always be measured in grades or test scores, because the true impact of a great teacher lasts a lifetime. To all of the educators joining us tonight, please know this: your work matters, your sacrifice matters, your dedication matters. You are shaping futures, strengthening communities, and changing lives every single day. During the award presentations, we ask all of our finalists to stand when their names are called for a round of applause. After we announce the winner, we ask the winner to please join us up front for a photo and say any words that you'd like to. On behalf of the Education Partnership, thank you for being here and for all that you do. Tonight we are honored to celebrate you. Enjoy the evening.
Thank you all so much for joining us tonight to celebrate these incredible educators. This event is truly special and inspires us at the Education Partnership to continue our amazing work to support them as much as we can. My name is Jordan Dolly, and I am the volunteer manager at TEP. I am so honored to be presenting Pre-K Teacher of the Year, as pre-K is where it all begins. Pre-K is such a special time. Not only are they learning the educational basics, like how to count and the different letters in the alphabet, but they are also learning the emotional basics, like how to share and how to manage both positive and negative feelings. Pre-K lets young learners explore and use their imaginations to build relationships and learn critical skills and concepts. In order to do this, pre-K learners need educators who foster their imaginations, target learning to their needs, and respect them as individuals. All three of the teachers recognized in this category tonight do just that. While reading their nominations again, 3 words came up over and over: respect, validation, and understanding. Ms. Valrose Motley-Barnes from Pittsburgh Dilworth pre-K through 5 was described as being a pure joy in the classroom. She targets her teaching to meet her students where they are, rather than pushing them past their limits and getting frustrated when they don't understand. She meticulously works to make lesson plans that combine fun with important concepts. This style of teaching leads to results as her students can count by tens, write their names, identify numbers into the 100s, and even read, reaching beyond the benchmarks set for pre-K learners. Ms. Motley-Barnes doesn't just help her students, she also helps fellow teachers, as she has taught other staff members how to adapt their own teaching and ask high-level questions. As her nominator said, she believes even though her students are young, what they can learn is limitless, and if you take the time to teach them, they can do it. Miss Mandy Olack. Go ahead and stand. Miss Mandy Olack from Pittsburgh Linden K through 5 goes above and beyond for her students. Her classroom focuses on inclusivity and respect, ensuring that all students are included in every fun learning opportunity. She shares her fun activities with parents and other classrooms alike, creating visibility and appreciation for her students' hard work. She aims to celebrate all their accomplishments, both big and small, and never treats them as less than because of their age. This makes her students feel safe and loved, which in turn allows them to be more willing to listen and learn every day. In her nomination, her nominator notes, while other adults may simply overlook our littlest learners, Mrs. Olack celebrates them. Ms. Keena Butler from Pittsburgh Lincoln Pre-K through 5. Ms. Butler combines her patience, dedication, and passion to create a welcoming and safe learning environment for all her students. She encourages her students to talk through hard concepts and listens to all of her students' opinions. By doing this, she makes her classroom a safe space where every student feels okay if they make a mistake. She also shows up early and leaves late, using this time to ensure that every student's needs are met and adapting her lesson plans accordingly. She often uses real-world examples and creative activities to foster an understanding learning environment where each student can relate to the material. Her nominator explains that Keena illustrates that teaching transcends merely delivering lessons. It is about uplifting students, creating opportunities, and fostering an environment where everyone is valued and empowered to succeed. Congratulations again to you all, and thank you again for your dedication to our youngest learners. Round of applause. I'm excited to announce that the Pre-K Teacher of the Year is Miss Mandy Olack.
And thank you to the Education Partnership, genuinely, like this is fantastic. I'm gonna read from a paper, which is not my style, but I'm really nervous. I'm incredibly honored and humbled to receive this award. To be recognized by colleagues in a profession I care so deeply about means more than I can put into words. This recognition belongs to my students. Every day they remind me that learning begins long before a child can write a paragraph or solve an equation. It begins with curiosity and confidence and problem solving and just being so proud of themselves. My students inspire me every day to do what I do, and I'm better because of them. But also I really, really need to take the time to thank my co-teacher, Miss Tao, who is not here today because if she were, she knew I would drag her up here. But if anyone who works in early childhood knows it is not a one-person job and that I couldn't even be where I am today without her. She is my better half and she deserves this award just as much as I do. I'm just so grateful for her and her partnership and her friendship. This award is not only an opportunity to celebrate early childhood education, but also sometimes our work is overlooked because learning in pre-K doesn't always look traditional to a lot of other educators and people in our building. It could look like play and conversation, exploration, and discovery, but those moments build the foundation for everything that follows. The work happening in the early childhood classrooms is not the beginning of education, it's genuinely the foundation of it. And I will keep advocating for early childhood until everyone sees the value in that. And thank you guys so much. Thanks.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jim Fields. I'm a past board chair, first board chair, and I'm now the Chief Strategy Officer at Pitt, Ohio. And I'm particularly honored to present the 2026 Elementary Teacher of the Year Award. I was also a past teacher. Tonight, we celebrate a group of people who shape the future in some of the most important ways imaginable. Elementary teachers do far more than teach reading, writing, and math. They build confidence, they spark curiosity, and they create safe spaces where children learn who they are and what they are capable of becoming. For many students, an elementary teacher is the first person outside of their family to truly believe in them. These educators wipe tears, celebrate small victories, encourage kindness, and patiently guide children through some of their most important developmental years. They lay the foundation for every future success a child will experience. Elementary teachers also help build stronger communities. By teaching empathy, teamwork, perseverance, and respect, they are shaping not only educated students, but compassionate and responsible future citizens. The values that they instill in children today will continue to impact families, workplaces, and communities for generations to come. The impact of an elementary teacher often lasts a lifetime. Long after the students forgot a lesson or a worksheet, they remember how their teacher made them feel valued, supported, and capable. And now I'll introduce the three finalists. If you would please stand. Kelly Benning. Kelly Benning is known for her unwavering reliability and work ethic. Her time, energy, and heart goes into meeting her students' needs. With 23 years of experience in the education field, Kelly brings both depth and breadth of experience to her students, her classroom, and school. Moira Folan. Moira Folan consistently designs and implements dynamic, high-impact instruction that blends technology with traditional literacy practices to deepen engagement and strengthen student outcomes. Her enthusiasm for teaching is evident and contagious, and it drives a classroom culture where students are motivated to take risks, persist through challenges, and take pride in their work. Okay, Kristi Rodriguez. We're making our cameraman work. Kristi Rodriguez serves not only her students, but the entire school. She leads with empathy and consistency. She brings a rare combination of expert pedagogy and unwavering emotional intelligence. She knows her students deeply. Kristi knows their interests, their families, their strengths, and their challenges, and intentionally designs lessons that reflect and affirm their identities. So a round of applause for all three of these teachers. To all elementary teachers, thank you for your patience, your compassion, your creativity, and your unwavering dedication. The work you do matters more than words can express, and countless lives are better because of you. I'm excited to announce that this year's Elementary Teacher of the Year goes to Kristi Rodriguez.
Well, I was not prepared to say anything tonight, but I started my day with a flood in my classroom, so all the teachers know that it's been a crazy day. So it's looking much better now. But I just want to thank the Education Partnership. Without you, I wouldn't have half the supplies in my classroom. My students, thank you for everything that you do for us. Thank you to Dr. Gordon, my principal, who nominated me. It's just an honor to be nominated with all of you. Shout out to my students, who I love very much, and that's all I got. Thank you.
Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Kasim Jaluli, and I'm the Director of Operations at the Education Partnership. Thank you for joining us tonight as we celebrate the educators who make such a lasting impact on the lives of students. I will be introducing the finalists for the Middle School Teacher of the Year. Middle school teachers hold a unique role in that journey, and the journey of students' lives. They meet students at one of the most difficult and formative periods of life, a time when young people are trying to figure out who they are, where they belong, and how they fit into the world around them. Middle school is messy, emotional, awkward, and transformational all at once. When I reflect on my own middle school experience, it was anything but easy. I entered a new school in 7th grade and then moved again to another new school in 8th grade. Every year felt like starting over socially. There was constant pressure to fit in and avoid becoming the kid everyone targeted. This was before many of the conversations we now openly have about bullying and school culture. Back then, you mostly just endured it and tried to survive. Middle school was where I learned about detention, ISS, OSS, and fights. Looking back now, I can laugh and blame some of my poor choices on the adolescent brain. After all, they say your frontal lobe is still under construction during those years, but the reality is that middle school is often where students begin forming the beliefs and habits that follow them into adulthood. And while I had many teachers during that time, there was one who stood out to me. My 8th grade social studies teacher, Mr. Swick. What made Mr. Swick memorable wasn't some dramatic, inspirational moment. Sorry. It was actually something simple and very honest. One day he pulled me aside and told me that teachers had their eye on me, that I needed to watch the direction I was heading, and there were larger things happening around me than I realized. Whether every part of that was true or not, it opened my eyes to the fact that actions create reputations, and that there's always more going on than we see from our own perspective. What I appreciate most now is that he treated me like someone capable of understanding hard truths instead of just another student to discipline. Some teachers think the school is theirs to control. Others use the school as a tool to educate, guide, and shape young people. Mr. Swick was one of those teachers. As I read through this year's nominations, I saw that same spirit reflected again and again. Teachers who create classrooms where students feel respected, challenged, supported, and seen. Teachers who adapt when resources are limited, who stay late to help struggling students, and make students feel valued as individuals. So now I'd like to introduce the finalists. Krista Berger. Krista Berger is kind, caring, and compassionate with every student. She goes far out of the traditional role, making sure that each student is seen and met where they are. She has transformed her school's library from an unused room to one of the most welcoming in the building. Lisa Favola. Lisa Favola brings laughter and joy to the classroom while maintaining professionalism and keeping all of her students, no matter the learning level, steady with her coursework and reading. She truly wants every one of her students to succeed, and that care is demonstrated in every facet of her teaching style. Maria Frazier. Maria Frazier exemplifies what it means to be a phenomenal educator each day. Building relationships is at the core of Maria's teaching approach. She has high expectations for all students, and she provides a plethora of high-quality instruction to help students increase their academic skills in order to help fulfill their potential. Can we get another round of applause for our finalists? What makes middle school educators so important is that they see students in the middle of becoming who they are. They recognize that beneath the awkwardness, the mistakes, and the uncertainty is a young person searching for direction and confidence. Tonight, we honor a teacher who exemplifies that commitment and has made a meaningful impact on the lives of their students. And now it's my great pleasure to announce the winner of this year's Middle School Teacher Award. Lisa Fevela.
I will keep it short, I promise. I want to tell you that how very privileged I am. I'm not sure who nominated me, but I will tell you that it's such a gift. Teaching is a gift, and I really appreciate the Teacher Educational Partnership because you make it special for us. You make it possible for us, and I really appreciate it. Today, my kids said to me when they realized that I was coming, they said, "We voted for you, you better win." And I said, regardless of whether you win or don't win, the truth of the matter is, every one of us, every day that we teach, we are given such a privilege to work with kids at various ages. And the reality is, it brings tears to my eyes and it brings tears to me because I will tell you, the results of what we do at my table, and I deliberately invited them because of this, one of my kids, when I taught high school before I taught middle school, one of my kids, Davonna Tyndall, I had her for 9th grade, I had her for 10th grade, I had her for 11th grade, because we looped with our kids. In 12th grade, she said, "I'm not taking you." And then she went on to Carlow University, and she graduated, and she got her master's degree. And one of my other kids, one of my colleagues said, "I want you to do for my daughter what you do for our kids." So I had her 11th grade, I helped her with 12th grade, she wasn't at our school. She went to college, she called me, I read books for her to make sure that I was advising her correctly. When she was at Allegheny, she has far surpassed me. For her master's, she said, "I want you to edit my thesis." I said, "No, I'm kicking you out of the nest. You're a fledgling. Fly." So she did, and she just became Dr. Denise Lynn Jones. And in 2 different departments, in 2 different things, in education and psychology. And I had my middle school students watch her defend her dissertation. And they said, "Oh my God," because it was online, you know, in the modern world. And they said, "She wrote a 300-page paper?" I said, "Yes, and never complain again when it's a 5-page research paper." And they said, "And she had to talk for 2 hours and defend against all these questions?" And I said, "Yes, don't tell me that 5 minutes is too long. You can do this." And they were impressed because the truth is, what we give to children at whatever foundation, the reality is they blossom in ways we never imagined and far surpass us. So thank you so much for everything. And one more thing I want to say. I have my administrator with me, because without really good administrators, schools do not succeed. And Mr. James Clausen is my principal currently at our school, and truly without him, we would not have the guidance that we have. And the final thing is, family and friends are incredibly important, including other teachers. One of the people who's supportive of me, who's an elementary teacher, Jen Hark, she and I talk all the time about what we have to do as we're taking care of our dogs after long days at school. And finally, my best friend forever, for 40 years, because without our people around us, when we go home and have no more energy, they are the people who pour love back into us, and that's Joe Wheel. And I thank you. I love you. Bye-bye.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sarah McKay. I'm the program director at the Education Partnership. Again, thank you for being here to celebrate all of our region's amazing educators. Thanks for being here to cry with us. I'm always crying at these events because it's so beautiful to see the passion that everybody brings to their work, so thank you. Tonight, I am honored to be presenting the High School Teacher of the Year Award. What a special time high school is, and I'm not just saying that because this is the award that I'm presenting. After building foundational academic and social skills in the elementary years, and then after often just barely surviving the chaos and upheaval of forming your own identity in middle school, high school opens up the possibilities of the world and of adult life ahead. I think that for many of us adults in the room, high school is when we found our passion, when we threw ourselves into an extracurricular or 2 or 3 or 4, made a lifelong friend that's still with us, discovered the world outside of ourselves for the first time, and maybe even decided on that first little baby step of what our future life's work was going to be. It is in high school that the doors to our future selves really open up, and it's often high school educators who are the ones unlocking those doors for us and encouraging us to step through them. Our finalists here tonight and all our nominees in this category deserve our thanks for helping our region's young people become who they will be. Before unveiling tonight's winner, I'd like to introduce you to all our finalists, share a little bit about what their nominators said about them. So I'll ask you to stand, and I'll ask you to stay standing while I say nice things about you so that we can see your face while I'm saying them, yeah. Cheyenne Ripple. From Sto-Rox Junior Senior High School. As an alumna who remains deeply connected to the community, Cheyenne serves as a powerful role model for her students. She understands their experiences and uses that connection to inspire them to succeed. She recognizes how important it is for our students to feel seen, valued, and included, and she works tirelessly to make that happen. Students trust her, feel comfortable with her, and know she truly cares. She is a supportive partner, a collaborator, and someone people can always count on. Thank you, Cheyenne. Caitlin Eames. From Aliquippa Junior Senior High. Caitlin is very caring and attentive to each of her students' needs. She not only cares about helping individual students reach their academic goals, but takes each student's learning abilities into consideration and helps them find ways to be successful. Caitlin's students and colleagues describe her as warm, respectful, accepting, devoted, supportive, genuine, and creative. Her can-do, optimistic attitude makes all the difference for her students. When asked about her impact, one student said, "Mrs. Eames taught me to be comfortable in my own skin." Thank you. And to Ellen Eith. From South Allegheny Middle High School. As chair of the electives department and art and technology educator, Ellen guides students with creativity and vision while mentoring them to take risks, explore new ideas, and discover their own strengths. Her commitment goes beyond teaching content. She is shaping character, inspiring confidence, and equipping young people with the tools they need to navigate both high school and life beyond it. Through her support and encouragement, students learn that they are capable of growth, resilience, and success, and many look back on her influence as transformative, a beacon of guidance and care during a pivotal time in their lives. Thank you, Ellen. Congratulations to all three of you. Your dedication clearly does not go unnoticed by your school communities, and tonight it is an honor to be able to recognize you here for your tireless efforts in shaping the next generation and opening doors for them. Can we give all of our finalists a big round of applause? And the winner is Caitlin Eames.
Like Kristi, I was not prepared. Terrible student as a teacher, it's fine. I really do just want to thank the Education Partnership, the number of weekends, which I'm sure many of you have spent as well, going back and forth, seeing how many pencils can I actually get in my cart this time. My life. But truly, thank you all. Couldn't do this without each other. I do genuinely want to thank my husband. As all spouses need to know, we really appreciate the backup and we really appreciate the support. Thank you to my superintendent, Dr. Woods, my principals, both Mr. Herds, they're both twins, it's pretty wild. But thank you all to anyone who supports education. It takes a village, it truly does. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you all for being here tonight and celebrating the remarkable educators in this room. My name is Natalie, and I am the Advancement Manager at TEP. Teaching is more than a profession to me. It is deeply ingrained in my heart and being. Growing up in a family full of teachers, I was surrounded by the love of teaching and caught the teaching bug early. I spent all of my high school years pushing myself to get accepted into the best college for music education, followed by my college years absorbing as much information as possible so I could be the best music teacher the world has ever seen. Post-graduation, I took on the job hunt as if I was being hunted for sport. Moved to Colorado, sounds fun. Teach music in China, we all have seen that posting at some point of time. Why not? Become a chorus teacher, even though I was horrible at piano. Fake it till you make it, baby. I was willing to do anything to achieve that dream of becoming a music teacher. I remember exactly where I was when I got the call for my first teaching job. I'm sure every single teacher here remembers receiving the news about their first job. Everything you worked so hard for is finally becoming a reality. The first year of teaching is a wild combination of excitement, pride, and confidence mixed with existential fear, constant stress, and never-ending overwhelm. You have thoughts like, I'm the best teacher who has ever walked this earth, and my lessons are going to be so profound, I'm bound to become a legend in my field. You also have thoughts like, this has to be a mistake, and will my students even like me? Then you walk into your first classroom. It might be empty. It might be full of filing cabinets from the teacher prior to you who was there for 30 years and didn't throw away a single piece of paper they were ever given, and you're forced to bring your husband to school with you to help haul 35 boxes of old notes to the garbage. Your first classroom is also a blank canvas for the love and joy you're about to spread for the next 180 school days. Hundreds of hours of learning and laughing and crying and supporting will happen in that classroom. Your classroom. And suddenly that thought of this has to be a mistake turns into this is the best day of my life. Please join me in congratulating tonight's Rookie Teacher of the Year finalists, Andrew Banks, Lauren Ferragonio, and Elise Stewart. Andrew Banks. Andrew is deeply committed to making a difference in his community. He actively works to bridge the literacy gap for Black children by donating books to local organizations, ensuring that more students have access to resources that inspire learning and representation. His impact extends beyond his classroom, reflecting his belief that education is a tool for empowerment and equity. He intentionally creates inclusive experiences that ensure every student feels seen, valued, and capable of success. Thank you, Andrew. Lauren Ferragonio. Lauren is strong, compassionate, and completely rooted in her purpose. What makes her exceptional isn't just what she does, it's how she shows up for people every single day. Her knowledge, instincts, and connections with students are something people spend years trying to develop. She carries herself with dignity in the hardest moments, and somehow she brings light into spaces that feel dark. Thank you, Lauren. And Elise Stewart. Elise embodies most, if not all, of the 5 values of the Education Partnership. In the classroom, she brings great integrity, respect, and equity. Having a new teacher, especially in a rigorous subject like chemistry, is often difficult for students. In Elise's classroom, you know that you are walking into a space where the education is fair and your voice is heard. Her integrity shines through her work again and again. Thank you, Elise. I trust and hope that the 3 of you understand the impact of your nominations. Someone in your school community noticed your dedication when you felt overwhelmed. Someone in your hallway noticed your energy when you felt depleted. Someone in your lunchroom noticed your passion when you felt like giving up. Each of you have made an incredible lasting imprint on your schools, students, and colleagues, and I'm honored to be the one to celebrate the Rookie Teacher of the Year category. With much excitement, I announce that this year's Rookie Teacher of the Year is Andrew Banks.
I have a better speech this time. Ooh. I'm truly honored to accept the Rookie of the Year Teacher Award. Before I stepped into this role, I knew I wanted to make learning meaningful, engaging, and memorable for my students. One of the ways I've done that is bringing Minecraft into education, helping students build creativity, problem-solving skills, and confidence while learning. This award reminds me of a simple lesson. When you love what you do, it never feels like work. Every day, I have the privilege of learning alongside my students, celebrating their success, and watching them grow. Their curiosity, imagination, and enthusiasm inspire me to be a better teacher each day. First and foremost, I want to thank my aunt and uncle, whose legacy I am honored to carry on in the place and school they helped build. Thank you to my students for being my why every day, through their encouraging words and the joy they bring to class. Thank you to my wife for standing by me during all the long hours we put in and outside the classroom and making this journey possible. Thank you to my family and friends who uplift me and support me every day, and to the Education Partnership for equipping teachers with the resources to excel at our jobs. Teaching is a team effort, and I'm grateful to be surrounded by so many wonderful educators who challenge, support, and inspire me. Tonight, I accept this award with gratitude and a renewed commitment to doing what I love, helping students discover their potential one block at a time. Thank you.
As we continue celebrating the incredible educators who make a difference every day, we want to take a moment to recognize a very special group of educators, those who are retiring from education this year. A career in education is far more than a job. It's a lifetime of service, dedication, patience, and care. It means showing up day after day for students and families and communities. It means celebrating successes, navigating challenges, and helping generations of young people discover their potential.
each retiring educator has left a lasting mark on countless lives. Their influence extends far beyond classroom walls and will continue to be felt for years to come through students they inspire, the colleagues they mentored, and the communities they strengthened. Retirement marks the end of one chapter, but it also stands as a testament to a career well-lived and a legacy well-earned. On behalf of the Education Partnership and everyone gathered here tonight, thank you for your years of service, your commitment to students, and your unwavering belief in the power of education. Please join me in recognizing and celebrating all retiring teachers. Good evening. My name is Kiki Rice, and I'm the Advancement Director at the Education Partnership and a former school social worker. Tonight, we're here to celebrate and honor a group of exceptional individuals whose contributions are absolutely essential to the success of our schools, our outstanding support staff finalists. Behind every well-functioning school is a network of unsung heroes. The paraprofessionals, counselors, psychologists, office staff, custodians, cafeteria workers, intervention specialists, social workers, librarians, and countless others who help schools run each and every day. These individuals ensure that schools are not just simply places of learning, but safe and welcoming and supporting communities where students can grow and thrive. Every member of support staff brings something unique and invaluable to their school community. Their roles may vary greatly, but they are united by a shared commitment to students' well-being, growth, and success. They're often the calm during moments of stress, a trusted adult that students seek out, the person who notices when a child is struggling, or the person quietly working behind the scenes to make sure that things work, that create a sense of belonging, opportunity, and joy within a school. Tonight's finalists remind us just how powerful these roles truly are. Emily Fiore, Emily Fiore of Pittsburgh Langley K-8 is a dedicated paraprofessional in an autistic support classroom who goes far beyond her job description every single day. Emily builds meaningful relationships with students, supports learners throughout the community, and coaches the unified bocce to promote authentic inclusion and intentionally creates a welcoming spaces where students feel safe and valued. Her calm professionalism and quick thinking during students' medical emergency demonstrate not only her skill, but an extraordinary commitment to student well-being. Larice Anderson Larice Anderson of Pittsburgh Linden K-5 is a paraprofessional whose creativity, cultural responsiveness, and leadership have had a lasting impact on her school community. Larice is known for creating meaningful student experiences that foster connection, pride, and belonging. Through events such as the African American History Poetry Jam and the Soul Food Festival, she's brought together students, family, and staff to celebrate culture, heritage, and community. Her ability to step up, lead, and make every student feel seen and included is truly remarkable. Sadie Sabo. Sadie Sabo of Washington Junior Senior High is an extraordinary school counselor whose compassion, leadership, and advocacy help shape the heart of her school community. Through one-on-one goal setting, PBIS leadership, social-emotional learning initiatives, and creative programs like the Prexy PSSA Madness, Sadie helps students build confidence, feel supported, and believe in their own potential. Her thoughtful, student-centered approach creates culture where both students and staff feel valued, encouraged, and empowered to succeed. Let us take a moment to recognize and appreciate the incredible dedication of our finalists. They remind us that it truly takes a village to educate a child, and within that village, every role matters. Every act of care matters, and every effort has the power to change a life. Okay, and the winner is Emily Fiore.
Hello. I did not prepare anything. I'm very sorry. I want to thank the Education Partnership. I have gone very many times and gotten things for my classroom, and it's very helpful. So that's, I don't know. Let me think. Okay. I also thank my husband over there, Dom, and my mom and my dad. My dad, oh, he's filming right there. Sorry, public speaking's not my thing like this. I'm in a classroom with 8 students, so that's more of the scale I'm used to. But this is something I was very excited about, and I am just honored to be here with all of you wonderful educators. And I'm also starting school so that I can be a special ed teacher one day too, so yeah. Today was actually supposed to be my first day of class, but I was excused to come here, so. Thank you.
Okay. Wow, you all look wonderful tonight. My name is Josh Whiteside, and I have the privilege of serving as the executive director at the Education Partnership. And if you all think the Education Partnership is great, there's only one reason for that, and it is the staff of the Education Partnership. If we could all give these folks a round of applause. They are the reason this all happens. Thank you all for everything that you guys do every day. Okay, now on to our final award of the evening, Principal of the Year. There's a movie some of you probably have seen or at least heard quoted. It's 1989's Lean on Me. Yeah. Morgan Freeman is Principal Joe Clark, chains and bullhorn, cleaning out the hallways of East Side High. And there's this line that he delivers that really resonates. You are here for one reason only, to learn and to work for what you believe in. Now, if you've seen the movie, you also know that Joe Clark is a complicated figure. But that line captures something true, something that every great school leader understands in their bones. And it's that a principal isn't just an administrator. They are the belief system of the building. They are the ceiling, or they refuse to let there be one. And I've spent much of my career here working alongside schools in southwestern Pennsylvania, and I can tell you this, you almost always know within 5 minutes of walking into a building whether the principal is great. You can feel it in how the secretary greets you. You can see it in whether the hallways feel safe or unsettled. And you can hear it in the noise, the right kind of noise. Kids talking, kids learning, kids arguing over ideas. A great principal is the last line of defense for a child who has no other advocates. They are the person a struggling teacher calls at 9 p.m., not because they have to, but because they know they'll pick up. And they're also the one who dresses up in a blow-up unicorn costume if it means that kids feel celebrated, or the one who sings to students on the last day of school until there isn't a dry eye in the building. And I'm not making those examples up. They're real, and you're going to hear about them in a moment. Great principals don't manage schools, they transform them, and the research is clear. The quality of school leadership is second only to teaching and its impact on student outcomes. But what the research can't fully capture is the less measurable stuff, the culture that the principal creates, the way students walk through the door differently because they know someone is watching for them, expecting something from them, and believing in them before they believe in themselves. The 3 finalists we're honoring tonight lead schools that serve kids who face real obstacles: economic hardship, under-resourced communities, and the weight of everything that happens outside school walls before that child ever sits down in their classroom. These principles do not lower expectations in the face of those obstacles, they raise them. And then they get in there and they build the scaffolding to help every kid reach them. And that's what leadership looks like, and that's what we're here to celebrate. So, let me introduce to you this year's 3 finalists for Principal of the Year. Finalist 1, Robert Hall, Dr. Cleveland Stewart Jr. Elementary School. Our first finalist leads with something that sounds simple but is genuinely rare: joy. Every morning at Dr. Cleveland Stewart Jr. Elementary, there's a line of students waiting, not to get into the building, but to have a conversation with the principal. And that's not school policy. That's what happens when a leader makes every child feel seen every single day. His nominators describe a man who doesn't just talk about morale, but builds it. He champions teacher wellness, supports staff mental and physical health, gives his team the trust and freedom to bring their best ideas to life, no matter how unconventional. Field trips, assemblies, incentives. He says yes. And when it comes time to reward students, this principal leads from the front. He's been known to suit up in a blow-up unicorn costume and run through the school because he knows how much it means to the kids. And he's willing to look silly if it makes them feel celebrated. He's completely changed the environment of the school, and morale among teachers and students is up. A round of applause. Dr. Lisa Muma. Sto-Rox Primary Center. Our second finalist leads with a phrase that I think should be on the wall of every school in America. Together, we're not just improving a school, we're transforming lives. Dr. Lisa Muma entered the Sto-Rox School District in her second year with a clear-eyed vision built on 4 pillars: school culture and climate, student achievement and growth, PBIS and social-emotional learning, and professional development. In a district where the work is never easy, she's built something both structured and warm. Grade-level data meetings, morning meeting circles, calming spaces, student recognition programs, and everything in between. Her nominators describe her as a leader who brings genuine personal warmth to her role. She treats students, staff, and families with dignity and compassion, and has created a school culture grounded in 3 words: kind, capable, and in control. That phrase isn't a slogan, it's a promise that she makes and keeps. She believes that every student can learn and improve when given the right supports, and she builds those supports deliberately, data-informed, and with heart. And finally, Vanessa Boyd, Broad Street Elementary School. Our third finalist was described to us in this way, and I want you to hear this. Exceptional is a word that is just the tip of the iceberg when describing Ms. Boyd. Principal Vanessa Boyd of Broad Street Elementary School knows every scholar's name, every parent's name, who they live with, what's happening in their lives. And when families are in need, food, services, a connection, something that might help, she finds a way. She created the Broad Street Fresh Market, a free food pantry built on donations that she pulled together through sheer resourcefulness and an endless network of people who trust her. Her staff describes someone who calls her on their hour-long commute to check in, solve problems, or just brainstorm. Someone who answers her cell phone at midnight when a family needs help. Someone who made herself so present, so reliable, and so genuinely caring that parents who once came to the school scared and apprehensive now call her first when something good happens, just to share it. And every last day of school, Principal Boyd takes the microphone and sings, "I will always love you." We gonna hear some of that? Every teacher, every family, outside on the lawn, not a dry eye. Goosebumps every time, her nominators say. And not because it's a good performance, it's because it's true. 3 extraordinary leaders, 3 schools that are stronger, warmer, and more hopeful because of the people at the top. The Education Partnership exists because we believe that teachers and school leaders, when supported, can do anything. And tonight, we are saying we see you, we honor you, and we're grateful beyond words. The envelope, please, Jade. You've done wonderful tonight, Jade. Yes! You know what, while we're at it, Mr. Adam Davey, this guy running around with the camera, does so much photography for us. Thank you, Adam. And when he's not doing that, he's volunteering at the Education Partnership. And when he's not doing that, he has a job. Thanks, Adam. This year's Principal of the Year is Vanessa Boyd.
And I will always love you, my sweet Broad Street you. Principal Boyd will always, I will always love you. To all the change agents watching, I call my teachers change agents. They're on, they've been texting. I say, I have to pay attention because I'm a little bit of a squirrel. And they've been texting and texting. And so to all the change agents who are watching and who nominated me for this, thank you. I think this is very, very special because without us, there's no one else. And I think sometimes we downplay what we do because the world have a little narrative that we need to make sure that we do not buy into. We are the stuff. We are producing and we love and we care and we need to market ourselves and not ever laugh at ourselves on social media. We take ourselves seriously and I am very happy to be here. I'm grateful for the Educational Partnership. They keep our closet filled. They keep our classrooms booming and beautiful. Our teachers travel all the way from Butler, Pennsylvania to come down to get at things over the last 5 years. So what the Educational Partnership is doing, they are supporting and helping to sustain the things that we are dreaming of. So Educational Partnership, thank you for all that you do, because without you, there's no us, and without us, don't have the children being able to do all that they do. So what you do is not something small. It is very valuable to our community. So thank you, thank you, thank you. On behalf of my superintendent, Dr. White, who allows me to color outside of the lines, thank you very much, and thank you to everyone. Thank you, thank you.
All right, what an amazing evening and what an amazing group of finalists. Yes. So, as we come to a close of tonight's Teacher Appreciation Awards, I want to sincerely thank each and every one of you for being here to celebrate the incredible educators who make such a lasting impact on our students, schools, and communities. Tonight has been a powerful reminder of the difference teachers make every single day. The passion, dedication, compassion, and resilience we honored this evening are truly inspiring. Thank you to all of our finalists, nominees, and educators in attendance for the countless ways you go above and beyond for your students and schools. Your work changes lives, and our communities are stronger because of you. I would also like to extend a special thank you to the team here at the University Club for hosting us this evening and for helping create such a wonderful experience for all of our guests. Your hospitality and support helped make tonight's celebration possible. And of course, none of this would have happened without the generosity of our sponsors and supporters. Thank you to Lamar Advertising, Eclipse USA, the Chris and Katie Marsh family, Pitt, Ohio, the University of Pittsburgh School of Education, Bob's Discount Furniture, JRM Video, the Pittsburgh Pirates Charities, BNY, Eaton Park, the HK team at Payette Sotheby's International Realty, Lakeshore Learning, the Neighborhood North Museum of Play, and PwC. Yes. Your commitment to education and the Education Partnership allows us to continue serving thousands of students and teachers across our region. Thank you for investing in our schools, our educators, and the future of our communities. Before our final goodbyes, I am excited to share the winner of tonight's Ride, Slide, and Play All Day door prize. The winner will receive 4 Idlewild and Soak Zone tickets and 5 free laser games at Laser Storm Laser Tag Everyone. So everyone get out your tickets, and the winning number is... I might be able to read this. 6353750. All right, finally, thank you to everyone who helped organize tonight's event, to the TEP staff, volunteers, and board members. Your hard work and dedication are deeply appreciated, and I want to give them a huge round of applause because they do so much. We invite all of tonight's finalists to meet in the far left corner of the room for a group photo. After that, we invite the winners to meet in the same spot for, Yes, we invite the winners to meet in the same spot for a group photo. To the viewers on the live stream, thank you for tuning in this evening. Your support from afar has been felt in this room, and we're grateful for your viewership. Please enjoy the music and mingle and celebrate until 8 p.m. Remember to take photos in front of the backdrop in the downstairs area and tag us on social media. Thank you again for joining us tonight. Have a safe evening, and congratulations once again to our honorees.